Hey guys, it's Chris You're here back from C&H Small. I'm giving another review here for another machine that's similar to the one I made the previous video for. However, this one has a Japanese engine on here. This is actually a 5 horsepower, I believe it's a Suzuki overhead valve engine on this machine right here. You can see the other one I was talking about before. The deck is virtually identical on each one of the machines here. However, this one here has a Suzuki, one of the more rare models out there for that, and it's an overhead valve design too on top of that. And they only had a limited production run for this style of engine, I should say. And because of that, you don't see too many of these things out here as well too. Also, this machine also has the actual self-propelled drive unit on it as opposed to the secondary one right there. You can see it by the handles on there and the upper hand on the back on here as well too, that it does have the self-propelled unit. Plus it has what do you call it, your bail control cables, or I should say bail control blade brake, I should say, sorry about that, actually built into the upper handle on the left hand side. This guy needed a new self-propelled drive cable, the one that actually puts the tension on the belt, not the other one that actually does the first, second, third neutral positions as well. They have two different cables, one for the drive belt itself and one for the actual drive selector, 1, 2, 3, 4, and neutral for that. And he would replace the first one, the one that actually actuates the belt itself on here. And these handles can be a real pain in the ass to get apart because they have springs and everything else down inside them right here. This is what I'm talking about, the box right here. You gotta take this whole thing apart here to get the new cable up in there and get the old one out of there. And if you don't take it apart right, the thing can fly apart, and the springs, I should say, can fly apart, and you don't want to lose any of that stuff on that at all. So this model right here is a, let me see, you can see it down here. It's a 26622. And the other one I was talking about before with the Tecumseh engine, it's a 26551. So these are basically, I think, the same year. This one's about 1989, I think, on here. And the guy said he has his whole life basically. And it's a 4-stroke. As I said, there's a Suzuki 4-stroke on here, and they don't make those at all anymore because of the emissions and everything else like that. But it's a well-built machine, except for the complexities with the like a drive mechanism in the back here that can be a real pain in the ass when I get these things out of the actual upper portion right down here. My Honda HRC is so much more simplistic, even though it's a newer machine out there. You just take the cable out of the holder and up there, and it only takes me about a couple seconds to do that, and just drop it down, put a new cable down in it. This one, because of the way they have the BBC set up on here, it's actually all in one specific box, as they call it right there for that. So I'm going to fire it up here for you. You can see how this thing runs here as well too, and we'll go from there for you guys. So let me see if we can get this thing started here. Put it in neutral. This thing hasn't been started probably in a couple days since we got the cable. And the other thing is, if you get an older machine like this, finding parts and actually getting the parts can be quite difficult. This machine, it's been sitting over here for about 3.5, 4 weeks already, and then the part was on back or for the whole time basically. It was on back or for about a month because the guy called me up originally about a couple days before he brought over, and he needed a new cable for the machine. He told me to look it up, and we ordered in from thinking it'd be here in a couple days or something like that. And Toro apparently did not update their website whenever we actually placed the order. And I called them up after about a week, and the part was on back order. And anytime, everybody knows, back order can range from a few days to months at a time. So I always recommend, if you get an older machine like this, make sure the parts are in stock, or call the company to have somebody verify at the warehouse that the parts are actually physically in stock at the company before you order something. And this cable right here, this is a new one right here. This one has the adjustment mechanism right here in the back too. These things are about $75 plus the shipping and handling and tax from the manufacturer. Now, if you have like a business account like I do with most of these manufacturers, you can skip the tax aspect for that for your business. But you're still paying a high price simply for a cable on this machine, and because of the fact the machine is older than most machines out there. It is going to be higher overall for that. So let's get this thing started here, guys, and see how this thing runs here after we get the new cable installed on here. So let me try to hold this thing here and get this thing going here for you guys. Okay, there we go. Starts up, it's gonna be running okay. Slow it down here, see how it goes on slow. Let me put it in drive over here. See how it drives. Well, it's driving good now. Okay. Let me put a number 3 on here. Try driving now. Well, it drives pretty good. Okay, that's good to go for that. Let me take it back down to number 1 on here. See if we can get the thing to spin some wheels on here. Okay, they're going good. Okay, let me engage the blade on here now. That's good. And it goes okay on the mechanism right down in there. Shut that off again. Disengage the blade. They have a 2-part system on here. One engages the drive on here for the drive mechanism, and you have another one that actually engages the blade mechanism. So it's basically 2 mechanisms in one for one holder on here. So that's basically a review and demo test start for this specific machine right here. So anybody has any questions, comments, whatnot about something like that, just drop me a line here, and or I should say, leave me a message on my page again. So leave me a message on my page, and I'll try to answer any questions you guys have about something like this. I'll see you guys.